In this lesson, we are going to begin Booklet 9. So this is Lesson 1 of Booklet 9. In this booklet, we are going to talk all about multiplying and dividing fractions. So this is similar, but slightly different to Booklet 8, where we talked all about adding and subtracting fractions. Now, believe it or not, it is actually much easier to multiply fractions than it is to divide. It is much easier to multiply and divide fractions than it is to add and subtract, because when you're multiplying fractions, you don't need a common denominator, right? So using those jump counting techniques, multiplying the two denominators by each other, anything that we used in the last unit to make the two bottom numbers the same, you don't need to do that anymore, which is nice. Anyways, lesson 1 is labeled multiplying fractions, two fractions. Let's jump right into the first example. Now here we have two fractions, the first one being 2 over 3, the second 1 over 4, and we're multiplying them together. Now the rules for multiplying fractions is quite straightforward. You simply multiply the numerators together, as well as multiply the denominators together. So this first example would be 2 times 1, which is equal to 2. And then the denominator would be 3 times 4, which is equal to 12. Now, one thing that is the same in this booklet as the last one is that whenever you get to a final answer, you need to simplify it. So I'm going to pull up the reference sheet right now. Okay, you should be able to see it on the screen. And let's simplify 2 over 12. So here is 2, here is 12. The largest number that they have in common is 2. So that means that I am going to take the top number and take the bottom number of my final answer and divide them both by 2. A reminder that you can use your factor chart as a shortcut here. If you want the answer to 2 divided by 2, you simply need to use the paired number. 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. If you want the answer to 12 divided by 2, you grab the paired number to the 2 in your factor chart, that is equal to 6. So 12 over 2 is the same as 1 over 6. And you have successfully multiplied 2 over 3 and 1 over 4. Now, let's try that again for the second example. We're multiplying 3 over 7 and 1 over 3. Remember, your numerators stick together. We're going to multiply the 3 and the 1, and your denominators stick together when multiplying. We're going to multiply the 7 and the 3. Now, 3 times 1 gives me 3, and 7 times 3 gives me 21. Before I'm done, I make sure to simplify my answer, 3 over 21. Using the factor chart, here is 3, here is 21. The largest number that they have in common is 3. So that means that we divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3. And using whatever strategy you prefer, whether it's your head, your calculator, or the factor chart, you need to find out that 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 21 divided by 3 is 7. So, in other words, 3 over 7 times 1 over 3 is equal to 1 over 7. Try these next couple examples on your own, and then make sure that your answers match mine. So for the first example, we're going to multiply the numerators 4 and 1. 4 times 1 gives me 4. Then we're going to multiply the denominators 5 and 2. 5 times 2 gives me 10. So the answer is 4 over 10, but I need to make sure to simplify before I'm done. So we visit the factor chart. Here's 4, here's 10. The largest number that they have in common is 2. So that is my GCF, right? And I am going to divide 2 from both the numerator and the denominator. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 10 divided by 2 is going to give me 5. Final question. 1 over 6 times 3 over 4. 1 times 3 gives me 3, and 6 times 4 gives me 6, 12, 18, gives me 24. So I have 3 over 24. I check to see that I can simplify. Here is 3. Here is 24. Now there's a lot of numbers under 24, so I'm going to start with 3. Obviously, they both have a 1, but they also both have a 3. So that's going to be the largest number that they have in common. So if the GCF is 3, that means that I divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3, giving me a final answer of 1 over 8. And that's about it. Hopefully you agree that there is less steps and it's a little bit more straightforward to multiply two fractions than it is to add and subtract. Take some time, complete the Lesson 1 worksheet, and let me know if you need any help. Thank you.